Hi, my name's James and I'm a PhD student at Latrobe University, and I study how elevated levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is just the air that we breathe, affects how plants take up and use phosphorus. I'm here at the National Soils Conference and I just presented work about how compounds that are released from plant roots change under phosphorus deficiency and change under greater CO2 levels, and how this might affect the way plants break down a lot of those unavailable forms of phosphorus in soil. Phosphorus is an incredibly reactive plant nutrient. When we apply fertilizers to soil, vast majority of that is unavailable for plants. So plants have to break down those unavailable forms of phosphorus, which are associated with clay or the soil organic matter, in order to take them up. And they do this through a process called root exudation. These compounds are super important and they're released by a range of crop species, and we think that elevated levels of carbon dioxide might increase this because compounds are all carbon-based, and elevated CO2 enhances photosynthesis. We provide more carbon dioxide to the plants, they have greater photosynthetic rates, which means they have more sugars and they can turn that into the building blocks for growth, or they can release that into the soil root interface where a lot of that phosphorus is unavailable. We found that increasing the levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere meant that their plants release a lot more of these compounds, which means they can break down those unavailable forms of phosphorus. This sort of indicates that potentially plants might be less reliant on external phosphorus inputs. Therefore, we might need less phosphorus fertilizers in the future and reduce our reliance on a non-renewable resource. So that's what I've been presenting here.